welcome back on PG Tigers Online, the Southern Sports Network. As we got more Tiger round ball for you. The Tigers tonight making up a game against the Gentry Pioneers. Stephen Blackiston with you, as well as the Tiger himself and teacher extraordinaire Ryan Cook. As we'll pause for national anthems and starting lineups, and then get you the girls' game when we are done with the pregame festivities.
But first, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance.
Welcome back as we get ready for Pioneers versus Tigers. Stephen Blackiston with you alongside Ryan Cook. And Ryan, last night, the Tigers played the Pea Ridge Blackhawks. Had that game for you on PG Tigers Online, where the Lady Tiger basketball squad lost 68-46. Not too often, especially this time of year where you play back-to-back games. What are you looking for tonight for the girls as they take on a Pioneer team that's yet to win in the conference?
For the girls, I don't feel like it's as big a deal to play night to night. We've got a little bit of depth, and what we need is reps. We've got a young team, and so we need the reps. We need these girls to get as much playing time, as much PT as possible, and Coach Reed an opportunity to just keep instilling confidence in them, keep teaching them the game, and how he wants it played. And so I don't think it'll be as big of a problem for them. For the boys, I think it may be good the legs are a little bit nervous, but, they had a 1-point victory last night. Thank you guys for broadcasting, by the way.
Yeah.
I had to take my daughter to a volleyball practice, so I had her game on, or the Prairie Grove game on my phone. They had a TV with the Razorback game on, so I pretty much watched basketball the whole time my daughter was playing volleyball and I was watching her. So I had a sports overload last night, but it was awesome that the boys could pull it off. Even if they tried to give it away a little bit there at the end, they still pulled it off. I think some of that mojo may carry over into the night. So I look for them to come out hot. They could tell there at the fourth quarter, maybe the legs go a little dead, but I feel like their mojo will carry them in. For this group, just keep grinding. I talked to a couple of them today. They're like, man, we've been tied a couple times at halftime, and that third quarter, I was like, just keep grinding. You girls are getting it. You're doing something right, because the first half, a lot of times you're playing well. Just keep grinding. Don't worry about it.
Well, we're underway. Tigers win the opening tip. 5 on the floor. Hope Kidd, Cadence Jinx, Brooklyn Stovall. Kid here with the basketball. Kenny White. And last member of the 5, 21, Emmy Ruley. Tigers, again, like we mentioned, lost last night to fall to 1-3.
Nice little prayer there from the hip.
Yeah, Hope Kid gets the first points of the night. But, yeah, I was going to say fell last night, but and we'll talk about it a few times, I'm sure, throughout the course of this game. But as the Tigers kind of look ahead the rest of this week, you have a game tonight against the last-place team in the conference who are 0 for so far. You play on Colors Day against a Green Forest team that is tied at 1-3 with you. And then you have a Huntsville team, when you make that turn to do that second leg of the season, is back-to-back baskets for Hope Kid to start us off this evening. A winnable game against a 500 team in league play. Might be able to string some games together at the right time.
Yeah, you want to get up there and position yourself. You may not be a 1 or a 2 seed, but you want to position yourself into that decent seed, really probably the top 4, to kind of make your tournament life a little bit easier. It's a possibility. I think you get one less game if you're a 4 seed.
Yeah, you'd start on Wednesday night versus Tuesday, as the Tigers have forced back-to-back turnovers. Have an opportunity to extend the advantage. Stovall, not just off the mark, but you have to like that shot. Take the open 3.
She's a good shooter, so there's nothing wrong with that. And I always tell them, don't ever worry about passing up open shot. Just go get it back on the defensive end. There she gets the foul. But, again, they've had the energy down here. We've had the steal down here. Jinx had the first steal. So just bring the energy on defense. The offense will come.
First free throw good for Presley Ward. Give you the 5 on the floor for the Pioneers. It's Ward, Kayla Philpott, number 14, Casey Capps, number 24, Riley Nichols, and number 11, Aubrey Fox. This was a Gentry team last year towards the top end of the standings with Prairie Grove. Can definitely make the argument similar sort of story. Lose a lot to graduation and kind of now trying to find who that next wave of scoring threats and leaders are going to be.
I wonder their ages. There's a couple seniors in there, but there's a pretty good mix for them. I think there's 4 seniors, 3 juniors, and 3 sophomores, 2 sophomores. I probably butchered that. 3 juniors. So
math's hard sometimes.
I don't count well on the fly.
So as we get back underway, nearing in on 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. It's 4-2.
Good job right there by Emmy Ruley. We're in a man-to-man, and she just gets a hand into the passing lane, deflects it out of bounds. We'll reset the defense, ball under the basket.
This will be Capps to inbound. Able to get it in under the basket. And that's the first field goal of the night for Presley Ward and the first field goal of the night for the Pioneers.
Darn it. I thought Hope was going to get that. When she misses, it leaves it wide open to the basket for the Gentry player because of the way we were kind of playing defense there.
And Tigers going to pick up a foul right across the timeline. For Coach Reed, you appreciate that first foul, especially when you do it just about as far away as you can from the basket in the front court. 4-4 in the early going. This is Jinx. Hope Kid drives. Front iron, no good. Now there with it is Nichols for the Pioneers. Again, they're trying to get their first victory of conference play. Lost last night to the Shiloh Christian Saints, 54-38. I think Shiloh has been a bit of a story this year, Ryan, as they find themselves towards the top of the conference in both the boys and girls standings. Last couple of seasons they have found themselves more towards that first day of the conference tournament sort of range, but might have turned a corner there in Springdale.
Yeah, they look good to those boys group. We beat them once and then lost to them once, but oh darn it. And she didn't have to. Keep your dribble. You don't have to. That's that sophomore inexperience there. Just keep your dribble, stay with it. Don't get excited. But with Shiloh, they had a guy go off the other night against us. You guys were broadcasting. It was impressive what that guy was doing that night. So, if they can get the shooting and scoring from those couple guys like they did that night, it'll be tough. When you can get two guys in double figures and one guy scoring, 27? What did he have, 26?
It was something like around that neighborhood. It was close to that.
I know it was over 20. Yeah, I just can't remember what it was. And so it was impressive.
The Saints were hot that night. Deep three. Rattles out for the Pioneers.
Good job by really pinning down right there. That really helped on the rebound. It kept her girl under the basket. Gentry crashing the boards, but long shot, long rebound. Good job by Emmy. I got to build her up because I'm going to tear her down tomorrow in class. She tries to do her hydrogen fuel cell car. So, I'll be mean to him tomorrow, but I'm going to be nice to him tonight.
We better be nice to her. If she, cracks that, that's a billion-dollar idea. I want to keep her in your contacts.
3 girls here right now have a car tomorrow. Kenny White, Jinx, and Ruli all have a solar hydrogen fuel cell car that they will compete with tomorrow that they're building in different groups. So hopefully they're able to finish that up. But I'll be tough on them tomorrow. We'll be nice to them tonight.
But kind of last thought, going back to that Shiloh deal, I texted a friend of mine before that game as Medeiros picks up.
She's doing a great job. It's just keeping the girl in front of her.
Yep.
In the passing lane.
Deep three, front iron, no good. Threw a couple of hands and finally out of there with Kenny White. Was going to say, if Shiloh ever figures out that they have other sports besides football, we could all be in a lot of trouble around here.
Well, they definitely got the opportunity and facilities to bring people in with what they do with their football. Basketball, they're doing some renovations. I don't know if it's to the school or just the entrance. I don't know exactly what they're doing there. But
yeah, what I was told is they're wanting to expand their class sizes to like the 120 to 150 range. So it's going to be an additional space in an elementary school.
Gotcha.
And also an arena in that construction as well. So if that...
An arena like another basketball facility?
A newer one.
Because they have like their arena that we played in was more like a performing arts center than an arena. Like there's no stands hardly on one side, and then there's like really nice theater seating on the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it would be maybe more a little of a traditional arena. As it's Tiger basketball. This is Aubrey Carlton in for the first time. So and also just thinking about that, let's take Green Forest out of it as they're, the new boy to the conference, but that would make, is that 3 from Medeiros off the mark? Kid cleans it up. That'd make the arena here in Prairie Grove, well built, within the last 7 years, maybe one of the oldest arenas in the conference, crazily.
That is weird, and I feel like this is new. Of course, we had that other facility my whole life, so this feels brand new still. Caroline Clemens into the game, number 34 for the Tigers.
Yeah, one of the 2 seniors on this Tiger team. Bella Barnes, of course, going to be, I believe, done for the season. Got hurt. And has been in street clothes since the calendar year turned to 2025 here on PG Tigers Online. That shot off the mark. Kid out of there with the board.
Great cut by number 24 for Gentry that time. Good look from number 1 to get her the ball. Just wasn't able to execute. Great job by the Tigers to play defense towards the end of that possession because we gave up a wide open look.
Elbow jumper off the mark. Rebound by the Pioneers. We play a pretty tough man-to-man here. Caroline
maybe the only one not in a man-to-man.
Yeah, just protecting anything in that painted area.
Yeah, if not, it's a zone, and it's a very extended zone.
Oh, nice hands that time from Carlton. 2-on-1.
Oh, backboard.
Looks like me on the putting green.
Oh, I wouldn't give her the foul on that one, but it looked pretty clean from here.
Well, yeah, the officials hadn't called one in a while, so.
That's true. I think they anticipate, because the way she was running, and I can say this because I've officiated, and they get mad at me because I don't call fouls soon enough. Like, I kind of let the play develop. He blew the whistle really quick that time. The girl was running full speed. It looked like she might take her out. She didn't, though. She ended up just getting ball. She may have had a hand on the backside, maybe. But from here, you couldn't see it. It looked clean with her right hand, with her lead hand, getting in on the ball. But
Nichols gets both at the charity stripe, and we're tied at 6 apiece. Pioneers have only had one field goal make of the ball game. Everything else has come from the charity stripe.
Gotta make your free throws. Ask LSU. It's a big difference.
And Coach Reed going to take a timeout. We'll stick with it here with 63 seconds to go in the first quarter. I was going to ask you, kind of going back to that officiating thing, would you rather be an official that blows that foul or blows that whistle early, or a late call official?
I'm a late call guy. I'm a let them play kind of guy. I'm also I don't like the ticky-tack touch foul that makes the game go longer, makes the refs kind of the show, and ruins the flow of the game. I like you better bring blood kind of foul, like
80s NBA.
Yeah, if it doesn't alter the shot or alter your opportunity, then I'm not probably going to call it. And I like the fact that it's a game. Like, I see guys, you can body someone down into the lane, you can back them in the lane, and then when you create contact as a defensive player, they'll call foul. And I'm like, no. It should be an equal opportunity here for offense and defense. I love the rule of verticality. I hate the guys that if there's contact and you're both in there, it's a foul. No, if the guy's straight up with good position, it's not a foul. Unless he brings his hands down or something that wasn't in the vertical position. But we're just quick to blow whistles sometimes because you expect if someone hits the floor or if you drive, you should be rewarded with a foul. And I don't agree. Sometimes we bail some really bad offense out.
Well, under 45 seconds to go. Pioneers with the steal out of the timeout have an opportunity to take their first lead of the contest. Nearing in on half a minute to go.
Good job, Caroline.
Denying the paint. Shot clock off, and Kidd will take her time across the timeline.
Let's get the last shot here. Don't rush it. Run the offense a little bit. We're kind of letting her go one-on-one.
Arrows for three. Off the mark. Clemens offensive board. Can't get that one to fall. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Pioneers are going to have a last second shot at it. Three front iron, no good. A second chance. This Kidd intercepts. That one won't be close, and I think it might have not counted if it had gone. So, after the first 8 minutes, basically we start over in the second quarter, 6-6. We've got a tie ball game. And if you like defense in basketball, good defensive battle, I think, on both sides of the floor right now between the Pioneers and the Tigers.
I agree. The offense has struggled a little bit. The defense has done a great job. Offense, we've had a couple looks close to the basket. We've got to put it in. So, Caroline got close there, doesn't go. 11, gets the kind of toilet bowl roll, went in and came out, used the board. Hope had that one on the front. You got to finish in the lane, but we're earning it on defense, so I'm not going to argue with them too much.
Well, of course, just to look ahead, the next three for the Tigers. Again, like we mentioned, Colors Day on Friday night. They'll be the second game with some of those players being in the Colors Day court. Have to get changed and ready for the game. So it'll be the nightcap on Friday night against a Green Forest team at 1-3 as well in the league. Then Huntsville a week from yesterday, right back here in Prairie Grove. And then trip to Carroll County for the first time this year to take on the undefeated in conference play, Berryville Bobcats. And I was impressed. Berryville was the very first conference game back in December, and it's kind of the inverse of probably you can make the argument with Gentry and Prairie Grove as we get the second quarter underway. Ryan, is the girls on Berryville the last couple of years not been good, but they were juniors, sophomores. Right. Now they're seniors and juniors. Is that 3 off the mark? Long rebound for Hope Kidd.
How's it working out for them?
Yeah, they're undefeated in the league right now.
There's something about it. It's kind of like when you had all the super seniors in college with the COVID year and all that stuff. It makes a big difference having that maturity, having that experience. Your body's a lot more physical, mature. I mean, these sophomores will look a lot different as seniors. They just will. There's a strength there. There's 2 more years of working out and consistency and other sports. You know, a lot of these girls play volleyball too or softball. So there's just a lot of change in the next 2 years. So that's why you tell them, keep grinding, keep your head up, listen to coach, get better every day.
We're near on a minute gone in the second quarter. Tigers' first offensive attempt turned away. We have a couple of subs getting ready to come into the game at the next whistle. And home crowd not a big fan of that foul. They're going to get Aubrey Carlton with the harm. That's the first of the quarter. And a little bit of a line change for the Tigers. Going to have Amy Ruley, Mackenzie Umfleet, and Kayla Chandler check into the game. Chandler, I believe, didn't play last night, but she, I think, adds an interesting wrinkle, listed at 5'10" on the roster, tallest player active. Only one taller is Bella Barnes at 5'11", so maybe a little bit of a height wrinkle as out on the floor. 4 of the 5 players are also sophomores.
Yeah, there's another volleyball player out here, you know, and Umfleet also. So right now you have 4 out of the 5 are volleyball players. And so, you know, you got girls that can get up, spike a ball, and hopefully, you know, shoot one and defend one here. So say, is that a jump or is that a foul?
You're going to get a foul.
I thought it might be a jump. I couldn't really tell.
That's a foul on Ward. As we get back underway.
Our posts are playing all the way back on that bottom line, you know, almost like a non-factor. It's pretty much 3-on-3 out here in our offense, which if your 3 are better than their 3, like that time we rebounded and did a great job. White underneath the basket, no go. Chandler almost got her name in the book right there. Still by Kidd.
Yeah, nice hands from the junior. The lone one on the team, so senior day next year will be pretty short for the girls team.
Maybe she could recruit some friends.
Hope we'll have it here. Kick back out. 3 on the way from Ruley. Bottom of the net for Ruley. And makes it a 9-7 game. First 3-point make of the contest for either side. 3 on the other end, no good.
Mom and Dad will be happy there. Chandler does get her name in the book with the rebound right there. And then she's going to have to be stronger with the ball, though. Dad will get onto her by that. Her dad's one of the football coaches, so he'll have her eating beefsteak and working out in the weight room, getting those hands stronger.
Well, up and under that time for Philpott. And we're tied back at 9 apiece. At the second field goal made for Gentry, first of the quarter.
They're going to have to let Umfleet know there's 2 Wolves coming on that play, or 2 Pioneers, however you want to say it.
Well, they certainly are the same colors as the Wolves down the street.
Oh, she was out of bounds and she touched the ball. She can't, yeah. Come on, man.
And I was taking a look at it. Actually, speaking of the Wolves, Lincoln not having a bad season. I believe they're like 15-2 on the boys' side, undefeated in conference play.
Lincoln's got a good team put together this year. They've got a young coach that used to play for them, does a good job. They say he's pretty rough on them in practice, but he's getting a lot out of them. Here we go. Jinx with the breakaway. She's got a girl trailing. It's White.
Right idea from Kenny. Just we'll hire maybe on the glass next time.
Did you see the look that she gave number 11 after that, though? Thought she might go to blows. I know her mom. She probably would throw a punch.
Deep 3 for the Pioneers. That off the front iron. board from Stovall.
Here we go.
Kid being tightly defended by Caps.
That's where if your one can beat their one, go for it. But you got to be under control by the rim. White's going to draw a foul, though.
Yeah, White will go to the charity stripe this time.
I wish she was mic'd up so I could hear what she said after 11. Turned around like, I didn't foul. You can see Kenny's mouth moving, but.
That's the second foul of the game on Aubrey Fox. Pioneers have 2 for the quarter. And the Tigers back ahead by a nose. 10-9. Second free throw. Friern and short. So just a 1-point difference. 10-9. Near in on halfway through the second. That one off the back of the iron. White with the board. She's had herself a nice little second quarter.
She's a competitor. Like, I'd hate to meet her in an alley somewhere. She'd fight you out of there. I need her on my team. She's a fighter.
Well, she'll get a touch of the basketball this time. Near on 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kidd, mid-range jumper, front iron short.
Kidd's going to have to get her feet set and jump a little bit more vertically. She's kind of fading to the goal a lot. It's making her shot a little out of control. That time she takes a little bit off of it because she knows she's fading towards the goal. Just get your feet underneath you, jump up. She'll be all right. That floater game, either go to the full floater or stop and pop with a shot, She's kind of doing a floater with a shot, and it's not as consistent as she'd like.
Under the basket, that shot off the mark for Nichols. As the Tigers trying to extend their advantage. Largest lead of the game was back at the beginning where PG had a 4-0 run.
3-2 zone here by Gentry.
Tigers trying to get the Pioneers moving laterally. They'll throw it into the Gentry bench, and it'll be a turnover back to the Pioneers.
I don't mind it, though. It's like it's frustrating that you didn't get a shot, out of that possession. But we had 2 great skip passes to almost open players. We found the spot in the zone. It was just a little bit of a poor execution. Great job by Stovall at that time deflecting it. Good job by White deflecting it. Playing the passing lanes really well.
Yeah, active hands on the defensive end for the Tigers, looking to turn it into some points the other way.
Pull that trigger. I say that because you had almost 2 to 3 committed to you. Good look that time by Ruley. White's going to draw the foul. I say pull the trigger because it's probably going to be long anyways, and you got rebounding advantage on the backside if your backside crashes. Now, if it's short, they're getting the rebound. There's nothing you can do about it. They got 3 right there, but
I think as time goes on, that light will get greener.
Yes. Well, they just got to get comfortable. White with another one.
Yeah, it's been her quarter. Had 2 trips, or 4 attempts at the free throw line this quarter. That foul they put on Mace Langu. Second free throw good. So it's
75% clip there. I can even do that.
You can live with that.
Heck yeah.
So 12-9. Tigers have scored so far 6 points in both quarters.
If I could have hit 75% of my free throws, I might have played a little more.
And I had a bad attitude.
I'm going to blame my coach for that one. That's a walk that time. On 14, we'll get the ball back, so get an extra possession here.
Well, the Tigers with 2:05 have an opportunity to extend the lead to the largest of the night with a field goal. 2 or 3 variety, won't matter either way. Jinks into the corner, 3 on the way. Front iron short. As White was tied up down there, thinks she's going to get the foul. She's surprised.
Yeah, because the girl elbowed her in the chin, so she kind of grabbed her and moved her out of the way nicely.
As nice as you can.
Yeah. After the shot to the chin, she could have easily given it right back. Gave it. Or given.
I think it's given.
Or gave. Or gave it. I did go to Prairie.
Yeah. It was the 90s. It was a different time. Deep three. That one off the mark. And you see what the whistle is. They're going to get a foul.
Ball. She was blocking out.
Yep.
Probably just a little more aggressive than what she needed to be. But, I mean, don't you teach them to block out? Is that a foul now?
Guess so. That's the third on Stovall. So she's going to have to watch herself the rest of the game. And an open shooter off the inbounds. Not able to finish it that time is Presley Ward. Don't know if she's going to get a better look at the basket tonight than that. Jinx loses the handle, out of play. As Medeiros will check in for Brooklyn Stovall with 3 fouls. She'll head to the bench for the rest of the half. And on the next foul that the Tigers commit will be 2 free throws for the Pioneers. 12-9, 67 seconds to go in the quarter. Hope Kid with the basketball. Medeiros.
And attack that zone. I'd love to see a girl try to penetrate between the 2 Pioneers.
Mid-range jumper, that off the mark. Medeiros getting in there for the rebound. She'll be fouled with a hair under 50 seconds to go in the half. And then the next foul that the Pioneers commit will send PG to the line. Certainly achievable with 45 seconds or so to go in the half.
Just be aggressive. Try to get in between that zone right there. I mean, we're passing around the outside. We're doing a good job. We're making the defense move. But I want to see something. Oh, nice look that time. Is that Jinx that threw a great pass into White. White just not able to finish right there, mid-range.
That shot off the mark. Shot clock off. Medeiros nearly aboard, but Pioneers going to get back to it. Whip to the far corner. Extra pass. There's a Tiger defender at every turn. That's an over the back.
That's the beauty of being Medeiros and being short.
Yeah.
As long as you create the contact in your block out, they're going to go over the back.
Going to get Osborne with the foul. And we talked about it. That's the 5th foul in the quarter, so Valerie's earned a trip to the line. Well, apologies, they're going to get Fox with it. So that's 3 on Fox. There's a couple of Pioneers, a couple of Tigers, and some free throw drama. And speaking of Stovall, yeah, she's going to come in with
3 fouls.
12 and a half seconds, as well as Umfleet. 13-9. 4-point difference. Tied largest lead of the night for the Tigers. Second one true, so largest lead of the evening at 14-9. The Tigers have found a little momentum in the second quarter, extending their lead. 5 seconds. Pioneers going to have to just hoist something here quickly. 2 seconds, 1 second at the horn, not off the mark. And we've hit halftime here in Prairie Grove. 14-9, the Tigers have found a way to extend their lead. We'll pause on PG Tigers Online and the Sun Sports Network and bring you the second half of action when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities, from the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate, the ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back at a halftime. Tigers with the basketball first and the lead. They lead 14-9. As we'll have a tie up, and Arrow going to go back to the Pioneers. That was a story of last night's game. Had 7 or 8 jump balls in that contest. I believe about 4 in the second quarter alone. So some active hands for both Blackhawks and the Tigers an evening ago, I believe. Ryan, that's the first of tonight's game.
It's like you like it because you know they have active hands, they're getting something done, you know, they're not just laying back, but you don't want that to happen to you, you know, also because that means you're putting the ball at way too much risk. Good block that time by Ruley.
I was going to say, off of Ruley. And the Pioneers will have an inbound under the basket.
Great inbounds play that time by Gentry. Get him 2.
Yeah, Nichols gets the first field goal of the second half. Only had a handful of field goals as a team that Gentry did in the first 2 quarters. So they'll come out.
They only have 9 points. You couldn't have scored, 3 at the minimum and 4 at the maximum.
Back underway. Tigers have turned it over both times they've touched the basketball, and they'll commit a foul here. We need to see who this is on. If it's on Brooklyn,
it is.
It's her 4th.
It's like you wanted to say good foul because she had an open lane, but not first overall. It's not.
You want that to be on somebody else. First free throw good. So a little 3-0 run out of the halftime break for the Pioneers. They have the undefeated Bearville Bobcats on Friday night. So a tough one there, and Pioneers still with the basketball, an opportunity to tie or take the lead.
That was a 50-50 ball that we lost the hustle on, and they got it, and they got rewarded with the 3. So I'd be pretty ticked off if I was Coach Reed on that one. He has every reason, I don't care if you're young or old, if you're not even hustling to the 50-50 ball and letting that happen, you deserve to get a little butt chewing.
Well, Coach Reed does take the timeout. We'll stick with it. 15-14. Pioneers have their first lead of the ball game as the 5-point lead is evaporated for Prairie Grove.
The Gentry Pioneer cheerleader that just flipped and flopped across the court. Her mother is a Prairie Grove alum. Suzette Dennis was her maiden name. I recognized her. I didn't see the mom across the way here. I'm sure she's somewhere. Oh, yep, there she is. Now, she didn't play in this gym. She didn't cheer in this gym. She was a cheerleader. She didn't play anyways, but she wouldn't have been in this gym. This gym is too new for old folks like us, but Prairie Grove spread out all over Northwest Arkansas. Her grandpa, Mr. Robert Dennis, most people know, he's the Justice of the Peace for this area. He has the chapel over on, what's that called now? It was Highway 170, and now it's got a name. It's not Highway 170 now. I can't think of the name of that road. Meadowbrook Road, I don't know.
Don't want you
I'll think about it tomorrow.
Brain,
yeah. Oh man, we had really wide open down there. We gotta get our eyes up on that quick court turnover there.
Tigers looking to end a 6-0 run of the Pioneers that has led to their first lead of the game. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. Tigers yet to score.
Good job by Stovall getting down into the lane, into the inside of that defense. And good job by Jinx getting the jump ball there.
Arrow stays with the Tigers.
Gentry got them a freebie under the basket a minute ago with a good inbounds play. Let's see if we can do the same. May have been bad defense, too. It may not have been just a good inbounds play. There's Kidd, and there's, you got to finish. Right, she did it right with the left hand. Just, again, too hard, flying towards the basket.
You have to like the look, though.
Loved it.
Wow, what a pass.
She should have got a and one there.
She does there.
She did there. She should have got on the first one or shot 2 on the first one. She was definitely fouled. Kenny White's going to pick up the foul.
That's the second foul of the quarter for the Tigers. And Riley Nichols has an opportunity to make it a 4-point game. Can at the free throw line, so 3 points. The difference, largest lead of the night for the Pioneers.
Kenny White's second foul, and I think Coach Reed's going to say, I don't like the energy of this group that's out there or the execution. He's going to wholesale change, hockey style.
Yep.
He's going to put a new 5 in.
That's a full-on line change. Mid-range jumper off the mark, out of bounds. Going to go back to the Pioneers.
I love what Jinx did there, getting in the lane, taking the shot. You know, again, just not executing around the rim, but I like the look.
Yeah, 5 for 5. And I think for the first time tonight, Hope Kidd will come out of the ballgame. That doesn't happen too often.
It's just not looking good out there right now. I don't blame him.
Pioneers trying to work it in the paint.
Good defense by Caroline. She still gets a point. Got to be a little bit bigger. You got to get up and get a little bit bigger when she goes to shoot. But great job keeping her in front of her.
Pioneers have the largest lead of the evening, 19-14. Medeiros going to take the 3. Bottom of the net. Valley Medeiros.
Nice.
Wakes up the crowd here in Prairie Grove.
Hey, score, stop, score, boys. You can change the look of a ball game real quick. There's a score and a stop. Now just get the third leg of that parlay.
Medeiros going to put an extra knot in her basketball shoe there as we get set to get back underway.
We got to get Absher to hit his bunnies tonight, so we don't have to sweat out the game.
I've confirmed with a source close to that situation that cash incentive as the ball turned over is no mas.
Oh, that's a walk. Goodness. Thank goodness. goodness, thank goodness. That was a walk.
$17 for the Tigers, 19 for the Pioneers. Tigers had a 6-point lead going into the halftime break.
Now cut, now go. There you go.
Saw it evaporate quickly. The Tigers back on the prowl. Medeiros needs some help.
There's 2 on you. Someone's open, though. She's got to get her eyes up.
And a bailout with a whistle and a foul. First of the quarter for the Pioneers.
It's hard, though. You start feeling that pressure, and you want to control the ball, and it's tough, especially, height disadvantaged.
Back underway. Medeiros going to run the point with Hope Kidd on the bench.
There's a shot.
Bottom.
Got it.
And just like that, the Tigers back in the lead with a 6-0 run of their own.
Ooh, that was a hard block out by 11, but it worked. I was afraid she might get a foul. Good pass, drive. You got to be aggressive. Stay going to the hole. Make someone commit to you. When she got a little, where she started pulling back out, she allowed their defense to recover, and they get a steal from behind. Be aggressive there. Good job, Caroline.
And they're going to get Clemens with the foul, but
I'm fine with that. Yeah, you did your job. You didn't have any help coming, so it was all on you. You did a good job.
That's first on Caroline. Like we talked about, the lone senior that's active at the moment. (20-20). 21-20.
Good free throw shooting there by number 1 for Gentry.
Now, if you were at the park, you would have to win by 2, so changes it a little bit.
Look down. You got a girl open. You got to look down the front court.
Pioneers put a little pressure.
They get a fingertip on it and create the turnover. Good pass back that time by number 12 for Gentry. I'm not going to attempt the name.
I believe it's Langau.
Okay, I'll agree. I didn't want to butcher it.
That's what Mr. Boston said down on the mic, so he knows better than us.
I'll follow that guy anywhere, so even in mispronunciation.
But 22-20. Pioneers answering with a run of their own. But I will say, Ryan, both offenses have kind of kicked into gear midway through the third quarter.
They just had to have that wholesale change. Ooh. Good job by Medeiros running the baseline. A lot of kids forget that you can do that.
Won't be able to this time with it being an out-of-bounds play. As the Tigers trying to navigate this full-court pressure, a little bit of a new wrinkle the Pioneers are showing in the third quarter. Medeiros needs some help. Not going to get it. Turned over. Pioneers get the second chance.
He's about to do
another.
I would not say a wholesale. Yeah. I think, you got to have a ball handler. Mm-hmm. Someone who can handle the pressure. Medeiros, she just can't get her eyes up. Whoa.
Aubrey stands in.
Caroline almost hit her again. Hey, she's like, hey, I already took an elbow to the face. Don't be giving me encouragement like that.
That is Ward's first foul. Medeiros throws it deep.
Oh, look down. So too late now. We haven't had a chance at a shot in our last 4 possessions because we can't break the press effectively.
Ooh, it might have got away. Medeiros was standing on the baseline. Won't really matter.
I thought so too.
As the arrow stays with the Pioneers. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Make sure you stick with us after the conclusion of this one. We'll have the boys' game as Boy Tigers look to ride the momentum from last night's 2-point victory over the Blackhawks and try to get above 500 in the conference.
Yeah, that was a foul that time. I know she's frustrated, but she had a lot of body. She got tripped and just had a lot of body on the girl as she went to shoot her layup there.
5th foul of the quarter. It's going to send Pioneers to the line the rest of the way, and the first one off the mark.
Not off the mark. It was great. Toilet bowled and whirled around and fell out. Hey, we like those kind.
Madero's shortest player on the floor will get the board. He does a great job
blocking out
of setting herself up in a good position to get the boards.
Yep. Hey, that doesn't take talent. It just takes effort, and that's a big deal. And a little bit of just anticipation. But guess what? We love to give the ball back to Gentry. We may have more assists for Gentry than Gentry has for Gentry.
Well, head coach Darren Ward of the Pioneers is going to take the full timeout. Why don't we take it with him with 90 seconds to go in the third. 25-20, the Pioneers lead the way.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back. Out of the timeout, Tigers find themselves down 5. It's tied for Pioneers' largest lead of the evening. And this third quarter run been a game of runs. Pioneers went on a big run, took the lead. Tigers roared back with one of their own, and now we're back in the middle of another Pioneer run since they've gone to that full court pressure.
And in basketball, it is a game of runs. You just want to make sure more are in your favor than not. Or you're on the last one that's the biggest, you know. It's not one of those deals where you hit a magic number. You got to be able to stop theirs, and you got to be able to have more than them. Oh,
and
I'd say chop.
Casey Caps with the tackle at the 35. Be a foul on the Pioneers. Pretty easy call for the official. Probably their easiest of the night.
Yeah, football coach is saying, hey, you got a linebacker here, and I didn't even know it. There's a hidden gem here.
Yeah, of course, Pioneers, part of the 4A1 in football as well.
Had a good season this season.
Yeah, finished third. They're still looking for their first home playoff host or game since 1995. As that's been a big storyline for them over the last handful of years. You know, they're back to being a consistent playoff team, but just for whatever reason, even when they get the third place spot, it didn't work out. It's the rotation out year for the 4A1. Tigers with the basketball with 7 on the shot clock. Under a minute to go. They trail by 5. Madero's back to it.
Valerie.
And a foul.
Never mind. If you get fouled, there's an excuse.
It's the 4th of the quarter. Third on Caps. As Hope will come in.
I think that should have happened a little while ago, just to handle the pressure.
And Jinx is in for Clemens. Tigers looking for a basket to whittle into the lead of the Pioneers. Also mentioned Pioneers and Tigers both got turf on their football fields this season.
Big timing.
Mm-hmm.
They got the indoor already, though.
That is true. They've had that one for a while.
Yeah. Since Pinkley was there.
Tigers working it around.
It's a little late of a pass, but Jinx is able to corral it.
Hope Kid going to get a touch. And going back the other way.
A little bit of an errant pass. Unfleet not able to handle it.
Shot clock off, 25 seconds to go here in the third. Pioneers looking to get their first conference win of the season. They'll control it with a 5-point lead. Tigers looking for their second league win of the year. That shot off the mark. Good look at the basket that time for the Pioneers. So Tigers have an opportunity. Hope Kid needs some help, and she can't throw it off of a Pioneer.
She's
She's surprised.
Flabbergasted because it hit that girl's leg. And yet,
I think it's been kind of that night for Hope Kid, unfortunately. 8/10 left, so basically a catch and shoot, but a little miscommunication there for the Pioneers, maybe to the benefit of the Tigers. So we'll take a quick break, 25-20. We'll get ready for the final 8 when we return.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Well, welcome back to Prairie Grove High School on the PG Tigers online YouTube channel and Southern Sports Network. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to PG Tigers Online and ringing the bell to be notified every single time the Tigers are in action from football, volleyball, or during basketball season, as well as a occasional Powder Puff football game and graduation ceremony.
It's coming up. That's fun. What about Colors Day Pep Rally? Is that?
Pep Rally, no, but we will have the Colors Day Court. And that's the one everybody cares about.
That's true.
Give away some hardware.
Most everybody's at the Pep Rally during the day anyway, so we'd have no one to watch. There's some grandmas and grandpas out there. Some extended family not living in the Grove or nearby.
Tigers, a little 18-footer off the mark. Pioneers with the rebound.
Same group that was out there, but with Stovall, who finished the quarter. Good job by Chandler.
Yeah, got some active hands, forced a bad shot.
Now go. You're going to let him catch up. Push that ball. There we go.
Deep three. Back iron, no good. I think that time you were verbalizing Coach Reed's internal monologue.
Yeah. Poor guy. He probably ran out of air down there trying to get these girls to. It's just that basketball knowledge, you know. And if you haven't been really well coached for the majority of your career, a lot of times you don't have that basketball knowledge, and so you never know what they've gone through in Pee Wee or AO or 7th grade or junior high. And we finally got 7th grade coaches now. I love that. Someone dedicated to the 7th grade. I think that's a great job by the administration to push someone who's just dedicated to the 7th grade, because that was tough for junior high and senior high coaches to do junior high and senior high together and then also do 7th grade. You almost kind of like really poured into the kids in Pee Wee and really poured into junior high and buckets.
Carlton with the three.
And, 7th grade was kind of like that forgotten year. So I love the fact that we're investing football, basketball, everything into that 7th grade year to kind of carry on that momentum that they have. It's not out. Stay with it.
Got three off the mark.
Go, push.
Tigers an opportunity to tie or take the lead, this time down the floor.
Good job by Umfleet with the pump fake. Tied up.
They have a scrum down on the
I was hoping we tied up because the ball would have been in our possession. Turn around. Good job. Umfleet could have easily taken that play off and let 11 do all the defensive work down there, but she hustles back and is able to get in there and tip the ball at the last second on that pass. So great job.
Gentry takes a timeout and we'll stick with it. 25-23, as I would almost say Coach Ward wants to just kind of let everybody catch their breath, as that was a bit of a house on fire for both teams the last couple of trips down the floor.
He's thinking, how do I milk clock for 6 minutes and keep this score?
Well, 2 years ago you could. You could get it across the timeline.
That's not the case anymore.
Yeah, there's no more 10-8 basketball going.
Froud was the champ at girls getting them to let the air out of the ball, just like Musselman was. It's just so hard. I love winning, but it's so hard to watch. just keep playing. Just be better than them for the next 6 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. One of the best ones I've ever saw, though, saw, whatever it is, we played Farmington girls, and they were like number 1 in the state. And Prairie Grove, Coach Bobby Smith, whose daughter's the 7th grade coach here now, he took the air out of the ball. It was the most boring game, but it was exciting because it was the number 1 team. Yep. They were going to be state champions. Like, everybody knew they had Carter and they had, I think, Madewell and all them, and Smith just stopped all basketball.
There's a standing convention. Out of the timeout, Tigers lose the basketball.
That's one of those 50-50 balls you got to get. Thankfully, Gentry walks and gives it back to us, but Fleet, you can't let them get that one.
And Tigers will get a fresh 35 in front of their own bench. So we get back underway. Fleet for Stovall. Stovall drives, free throw line shot fouled, and the young sophomore won't have to walk very far to get ready for the free throw.
Good job. Got our defense on our hip, able to get in there and pull up, take the shot, and draw the foul.
That's the first foul on Riley Nichols of the game, and the first free throw off the mark. Second one true. It's a 1-point game, 25-24.
Hey, I like it. It's exciting. Better than getting the doors blown off, that's for sure.
Tigers certainly still in this one.
Good job by Jinx. Using them volleyball skills, get up there and swat that one out of there. Don't turn it all back over, though. Stovall, don't get a foul, Good job.
She'd be done with a foul.
Jinx is going to get it instead, and that's okay. I don't think she has but one.
Wait and see what the scoreboard holds. That's the third on Jinx. And that first free throw good for Nichols, the senior. You know, I just was thinking about this. I think Coach Ward is in his first year. I believe TV ball was there last year.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with you. TV ball?
TV ball. TEVEBAUGH. Because there was a senior also named TV ball on that team last year. That was really good. I could be wrong. It has happened before.
Good look that time by Kidd. Even better look by Jinx. Kenny White. Bank is open. It's good. 27-26.
Yeah, it's just good fundamentals that time. A good fundamental offensive possession.
Stay down then, Fleet.
Nichols in a crowd gets the rebound. Another opportunity for the Pioneers, and an and one on the way for Gentry.
Kenny's got to be able to stop ball, and if she's not able to stop ball, then you either foul good enough so you can't shoot it. I do think that maybe she had some steps there because she was quite a ways out, got pretty close to the basket. She's got a real long stride.
That's a live ball. And
nobody knew.
Yep. That's a first.
Uh-oh, behind the back. Careful. Oh,
gets picked up by our own player. And the Pioneers extend the lead, 31-26.
I wish we'd push. See, and I don't like the. I wish we had the timeout last time. I didn't like the timeout that time because we were ahead of the two girls at the top of the defense, and I think Unfleet had an opportunity to go score or draw the defense and kick to the post, but he's still reeling from what happened on the last possession. So,
with the timeout at 4:19 to go, Tigers trail by 5.
Score, stop, score. That's how we start this deal right here. Get you a bucket. Play some good D. Get you a bucket. And we're within one, maybe tied up, maybe even ahead by one, most likely down one. You get your 2 twos. Still got plenty of time left after that, too.
We'll let you. I'll ask you the hypothetical. Let you be Coach Reed for a possession. You say score, stop, score. Who would you want to highlight to get those scores? Who would you be that first option for?
I want Hope and Umfleet to drive and try to get it inside to White. I want a shot around the basket. If you can't get a layup, get it to a girl down low, and let's get a shot in the lane right there. Yes, and if not, you draw a foul. I'm fine with that. I live with that because that's the shot I want all day long.
Yeah, it's a high percentage look for the Tigers.
Now, D up.
Near 4 minutes. Just go under that here in Prairie Grove.
Good job by Hope.
And Hope has a clear runway ahead of her. Wow.
Good block that time by 5.
That is Presley Ward running
it
down.
Get you some. Oh, my niece is down there as a cheerleader. She just put her hand in front of her mouth like, oh, wow.
She'll have to ask her after the game.
We just got a tech.
Both did, I believe. Offsetting.
Come on.
Replay the down.
Let him talk a little bit. I don't even think he knows what they said. Hope's getting talked to by Reed. She's just giggling. she's like, I know I didn't do what was right, but she said it to me first. I'm going to have to text my niece and say what was said down there. I know she doesn't have her phone on her, but
she will at some point.
Yeah.
Will be an inbounds after the pleasantries were exchanged. Corner 3. Off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound. Up. That shot short for the Tigers. And basketball going to stay with Prairie Grove. Oh, man.
Three. Oh. Her mommy and daddy will not be happy with that one. She'll hear about that.
3:30 to go, 31-26.
I'm sure they've airballed one in their day too, but neither one of them saw a shot they didn't like either. So
the Tigers with a takeaway. Hope Kidd with the basketball.
Drive and get us a shot down low. There it is.
Kidd goes strong, gets the whistle, and 2 shots on the way for the junior.
I didn't know. I thought maybe she had another dribble or two and maybe like a reverse layup there. But once the contact was there, she knew, shoot it, draw the foul, get to the line. So good job by Hope.
It was very Lexi Henry-esque.
Very.
The second foul on Nichols, third of the quarter for the Pioneers. The front of the 2 shots off the mark.
Get you one here. 4-point ball game.
Yeah, you got to get something here. Don't want an empty trip to the line. Second one true. Like I said, 4-point game, 31-27.
Oh, good. We'll throw a little pressure out here. I kind of wondered if we would go to it. Yeah, sometimes it's not good, but if you got 5 athletes, and we do, who are on par with these 5 athletes, it's a good deal. And see it, push them into a turnover. They thought they had an open passing lane. Kid comes from the backside and gets the steal.
And I think that's the experience of Kid as a player who's played varsity since freshman year.
Yeah.
And she's certainly fired up after the last couple of minutes of gameplay.
Almost a walk. Coach got to be careful there. Good job by Jinx. Good job. She looked like a pro right there.
Source got score. Put it on T-shirt for Mr. Cook.
That and ball don't lie. Those are my lines now. 2-point ball game. Prairie Grove with the ball.
We'll get it to Hope, trailing the play. Nearing in on 2 minutes to go.
Oh, Hope at the elbow was the pass.
White
Hope
travels.
at the elbow was the pass. We missed the correct play. That's why we missed the correct play. So Kenny just turned kind of not the wrong way necessarily. She barely stepped on the line. I don't blame Kenny for that at all.
Chandler will re-enter after the travel.
And really, we wouldn't have been in that position if we hit Hope at the elbow like we're supposed to. That's that play right there. She's the number one option.
Pioneers break the press. 3 on the other end.
Oh, brutal.
And that's a dagger.
Brutal.
That's a big one. 34-29. A minute 47 to go. We'll stay here. As I want to say, Ryan, that's the first three-pointer the Pioneers have made since at least the first quarter.
I wish I could remember. You and Lynn are the ones with memories, not me. My childhood may have been a little bit more damaged.
Maybe drank a little too much water out of the water hose.
Yeah, or the pond. That was the one that really hurt me. Which it was out of a water hose. I thought it was out of a well. It was not. It was out of a pond.
Ooh.
And come to find out, that's really bad for you, and you'll get really sick really quickly. And you need lots of medicine to get over it.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it was rough. Rough. Speaking of rough, one of our old coaches off our state championship baseball team and former players here, former math teachers, is in attendance tonight as the Gentry principal.
Small world.
Not going to say any names, Sug, but glad to see you. Wish you wouldn't have left. Don't blame you. You know, advance your career and all. Hope you get your butt back here one day. Stovall for 3.
Tigers really needed that one. And they're going to get a walk. So 90 seconds to go. Tigers just need points on this possession. As Tigers get ready to inbound.
Come back in.
Whip it around. 3 on the way. Front iron short.
Not a bad shot. It's really a good shot. Just a hair short. I would have loved pressure right there. Double team her in the corner.
Elbow jumper. True. And the offense has come alive in the late stages of this game for the Pioneers.
Well, we got a minute to.
They've lead by 7.
We don't got time to waste, though. Let's get into their offense.
Whistle foul.
Is that shots yet?
No, one more foul. I think Kenny was searching for a foul there on the drive. Officials didn't call it, like you talked about earlier in the broadcast. That verticality.
I think that's fair.
Set herself.
Don't bail her out for just bad offense. You drove into 2 players and lost the ball because you did it. Like, you can't get a foul for that. I agree with the ref 100%. Now, the second one, the lady was hanging on her arm.
And another foul, so that's going to be free throws for the Pioneers. And it'll send Hope Kidd to the line.
Hope did a good job trying to fight through that. She might even have sold it just a little bit, but she fought through it. Now, the guy that called the tech on her went and talked to her. I don't know what he said, but.
First free throw good for the junior. So it's a 6-point game.
You know, and the best thing about that, the clock is not ticking.
Medeiros going to get ready to check in. She's a 3-point scoring threat. Kidd second true. And importantly, these 2 makes allow Prairie Grove to set the full court pressure.
And really, too, that and the substitution really allows it.
Coach Reed takes a timeout.
And you still got to take a timeout. That's because your girls don't know what to do. That's what he's kind of frustrated with. You got to know, if I call this defense, you got to know how to set it up. I even gave you a little extra time with the substitution. I shouldn't have to spend the timeout here, but he does.
And Coach Reed was so busy explaining that assistant coach Jason Thomas had to come in to be the one to say, hey, full timeout to the official. That's good.
Good assistant coaching.
Yeah, that's good assistant coaching. That's good delegation. And that's the thing I was going to say, we haven't seen a lot of full court pressure, at least from the games we've broadcast for the girls. So interesting to see it here in action, and Coach Reed making sure everybody is in the right place where they need to be.
When you're playing a team where they break it real easy, it's smart not to. Everybody get back and let's set up our defense. But here, where I feel like we're equals talent-wise, actually, I feel like we're a little bit more talented. I feel like we're a lot less experienced. I like pressuring the ball a little bit and making people have to make plays. The problem would be if you got into foul trouble. And so that's where you got to be careful.
I think if Coach Reed could, he would be out there right now.
But replace knee and all.
He's probably got 45 seconds left in him. They give you a couple trips. He's got 5 fouls. Well, we play on. Pioneers with the basketball.
Pretty decent job right there. No, you don't foul now. You let them get all the way down to 14 seconds. Right? If you're going to foul, probably should have fouled earlier.
The shot clock will be off, and that's going to be free throws for the Pioneers the rest of the way. Going to get Hope with the foul.
I say that. If you were going to foul, I think I would prefer fouling because you are double teaming and playing super aggressive, not wait 14 seconds, 16 seconds actually of the shot clock away, trying to play decent defense and then fouling. I just don't think it served its purpose. Hope's going to bring it across the timeline. We got to get some buckets quick. Valerie's out there. I wish she could just pull the trigger. Take a shot. Take a shot, girls. It won't score itself. There's Hope. Y'all got to know the situation. Pop it.
Medeiros for 3.
There you go. The problem with that, you're down 4 and there's only 5 seconds left. And so if you're going to do that, we'd like to have that 14 seconds back that we don't have because we gave them time and then fouled. So just a little clock, not mismanagement necessarily, but we're fighting the clock here.
And you're sort of stuck in an in-between sort of situation as well. You're not quite sure if you can get it back down to manageable before the end of the game, but you're also don't want to make it worse on the other side of the court. So, I totally get that. They put a little bit of time back on it, 0.4 of a second to be exact.
Makes a difference. But that 14 seconds, man, would be huge right now.
A 4-point game. Again, what's at stake? Pioneers trying to get their first victory in conference play. Tigers trying to get their second. And just to show you the state of the conference right now, if this result were to hold, there would be a 3-way tie between Prairie Grove, Gravette, and Gentry. And then as Pioneers get it in, foul comes finally. Green Forest is playing Berryville tonight, who's undefeated, so I think it's a fair guess to say that they're going to fall. So you're looking at a conference right now where 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all going to more than likely be 1 and 4 going into Friday's competition.
The haves and have-nots. I've got some classes that look like that. They're A's and F's, and that's not much in between.
39-34, full court heave. At least hits the backboard there for Hope Kidd.
There went your field goal percentage.
As the Tigers will drop the first game and will drop to 1 and 4 in the conference. They'll be back in action on Colors Day to close the night against the 1 and 3 Green Forest Tigers. We'll take a quick break here on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network. Get you ready for the boys' game after these messages.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Number 23, the 6-foot sophomore, Egan Harper. Number 25, 6'5" senior, Garrett Yank. Number 34, 5'8" junior, Chris Curie. And for your attack, the starting lineup. Number 0, 6'1", senior, Alex
welcome back here to Prairie Grove as we get ready for the nightcap between the Tigers and
I like nightcaps, especially in basketball games.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Stephen Blackson, Ryan Cook with you. Ryan, Tiger team played last night, snuck out a 2-point victory on the road against the Blackhawks.
Boy, barely.
What are you looking for tonight?
Same energy, same effort, just execute. Gentry, similar situation. They're 1-3, just kind of like it was with the girls' game. Both teams kind of in similar positions. Just execute, do a good job, play clean. Here we go.
Well, Alex Absher in the circle.
You can't get it.
And we'll re-rack.
No.
I'm just going to go on an inbound quickly. Jace Edwards, Kellen Cash, Cole McGarr, Alex Absher, and Alex Martinez. 5 on the floor.
The Alexes are back. We haven't seen that lineup in a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that really, their physicality down there in the low blocks maybe was a bit of a difference in last night's game at times. 2 really good rebounders of the basketball as well. Cash starts off his night the way he started it last night with the first 2 points of the game for the Tigers.
All right, let's see what we're going to do here. A little man-to-man. Are your 5 men better than their 5 men?
Deep 3 off the mark.
Jace with the rebound. Pushing it up to McGarra.
On the drive, McGarr off the glass and in. And the offense is firing early for the Tigers. So far, a mirror image of the girls' game. Tigers off to a 4-0 run.
I hope we don't the whole time, though.
The next possession will be telling in that regard. Pioneers trying to unlock the Tiger defense.
We'll switch there.
Got 3 off the mark.
Edwards, Martinez.
Yeah, can't handle the outlet pass. And Gentry will have a fresh 35. And that's an illegal screen.
He looks at his coach. His coach responds like, dude, it don't matter. They called it. You're moving.
Yeah, feet were not set. So that's the first foul of the game. And Tigers will get the basketball back. Yeah, like we talked about, a big victory against the Blackhawks last night. 3 from Cash. Rattles out. Pioneers will have a long rebound.
Trap. Good trap. It just speeds him up a little bit.
3 out the other end. That's front iron.
I think that's a result of the pressure. It sped him up. He didn't have a chance to kind of think, do I go for the good look or do I just take this open one? So I like it. Jace with a long shot and Alex Absher with the rebound.
And the Tigers will have a fresh 35. Tigers 2-2 on the year. Alex Absher trying to extend his range. Martinez, great board. Up and under. That's the wrinkle I think the Tigers were missing against Shiloh last week.
Well, he'd been injured for a little bit.
Yeah, Marty gives him a little different wrinkle.
Marty. I hadn't heard him called that before. That's funny.
I think that's the first time. I'll go with that if you go with that.
Yeah, I'm good because we got Absher. It's hard to say. So we got Alex and we got Marty. Almost like Ren and Stimpy, but it's Alex and Marty.
Give and go, McGarr. Thought about the 3. He will take that on occasion. Alex Martinez.
Great job by Kellen right there. He had a chance to take a shot himself. Most shooters will do that first because that's the mindset. Instead, he pump fakes. The defense adjusts, and he rifles it in there. Great job by Kellen, getting it to Marty in a spot where he can go get a bucket.
Well, 8-0 to start the game with.
Not like the girls' game.
It is double what we saw out of the girls in the first quarter in that run. 2 minutes gone, and it has been all Prairie Grove on both ends of the floor. I'll say, Ryan, when you get Martinez, you get Absher going, get the Alexes going down in the painted area, good things are normally going to happen on any given night for the Tigers.
Well, you know Kellen's usually going to give you
his.
You know Cole can get streaky and can really give you a bunch. And then he can be quiet some nights, and he's still going to give you his 10. Mm-hmm. What makes a difference is the energy, the effort, the defense from those big guys down low, kind of controlling the paint, and then also getting their 8 to 10 and getting 8 rebounds, 6 rebounds. If you get a double-double out of both of them, I don't think we lose a game. I mean, that's how important I think they are down low.
Alex to Alex on that defensive stand. I did confirm earlier that Alex Absher's little cash incentive that he has going on is no more.
Yeah, he looks broke.
I think he might have maybe used that to get a pair of new shoes. Gold shoes that made an appearance last night. Can't remember if he had those at the Shiloh game or not. McGarr gets the inbound in the near corner. Whipped around to the Jet and Jay said.
Good job by Martinez. Nothing special there. All he did is with the pump fake, got the defense on the wrong side for the defense, and just powered his way to the basket. Great job.
I think old Marty's going to have to start charging rent for the Pioneers in the paint down there. He is destroying. Has 6 points in the paint by himself. Has more than half the points for the Tigers.
Now, let's just not forget it and stop feeding him.
Deep three. That off the mark. Pioneers have settled for a lot of bad looks on the three-point line and have yet to make one. Martinez that time off the mark.
It's all right. He earned that.
There's a heat check.
There's a heat check. It was down low. I like it. We had 2 guys there to rebound. We should have got the rebound.
Another deep three. Hey, you know what? Pioneers will keep shooting it. Tigers will keep getting the board.
That's my shooter's mentality right there. You can't make the next one if you don't shoot it.
That's certainly a glass half full way to look at it. Dunk it. Put it down, Marty.
Nope.
A little finger roll.
You better go with what you know. The sure bucket.
Give 8 to Martinez with 3 minutes to go, and it's a 12-0 run. The Flume and Coolran getting ready to check into the ball game. Easiest steal of Alex Absher's career. Dunk it, Alex. Oh, no.
Instead, he's going to get fouled.
If you're going to wear the headband like that, you got to at least go for it, you know?
I don't think he thought he would get that contact, to be honest with you.
Kind of surprised him.
I think it did. I think that's why he ended up on the floor all the way into the wall padding.
Looked like a curling stone. First one from the senior, off the mark. Stays a 12-0 game. Blake and Carter going to come in for Martinez and Edwards. And I imagine Blake's happy to be back in the home gym. I've heard a lot of bad pronunciations of his last name the last 2 weeks.
I try to do something different every time I say it, so.
Foul on Kellen, yeah. Going to be the first of the game.
I'm not saying it wasn't there. I'm just saying I didn't see it. I wasn't watching him, so.
There was a lot going on down under the basket. Good look under the basket for the Pioneers, and that's their first points.
We had pressure that time and just didn't guard the back side of it.
That's Elijah Miller with the basket. Blake with the basketball. Kellen. That'll be a foul.
I just say that's a tie-up. That looked like a really good block.
Yeah, so play similar to that was one of my shining moments in my basketball career. I got a tech in upward basketball because of that. I thought it was a block. I was like, I got the ball. And might have yelled what really loud in the official's face. And, in hindsight, she was just like a high school kid, helping out on the weekend.
And she teed you up.
And she teed me up.
Kellen gets his own rebound, which is great hustle on his part, and then throws it away.
13-2. Oh, nice move.
He's got both their buckets.
By Miller, yeah. He's provided a spark off the bench. McGar ahead of the play.
That dude's trying to earn him some more minutes.
Coran tried to get it to Cash. He'll get his mate.
Just a hair late. It was a good thought. It's just a hair late.
McGar. Slippery basketball right now for the Tigers. Have to clean that up. Three on the way for the Pioneers. That one back iron. The three-point struggles continue. Coran trailing the play.
Good
finger
job.
roll. You see careens into
That's
the
not
padding.
Jace Edwards.
That's Blake Coran.
Good job, Boston. I said I'd follow him anywhere, but I will correct him when he's off.
We'll give and go to just about nobody. Corner three, under a minute to go. That one no good. Blake has it poked away. He's going to stay with the Tigers with 50 seconds to go. Marty going to come back into the game, as well as Jace Edwards. Somebody's going to have to come out. We had 6 on the
I think he told Alex Absher to come out, but he was tying his shoe.
If double knot, won't have to worry about that. Just pro tip. Coran across the timeline.
Push. There you go.
Cash. A little long. Martinez cleans it up. Has it.
Oh, wow. You got to be strong with the ball, Marty. Marty McFly, you got to be strong with the ball. That 25, he's skinny. He took it from you.
His muscles are just longer instead of bigger. 24 seconds. And that's the first three. Tylen Al puts it in. As finally Pioneers break through on the three-point line. 12 seconds, so Tigers looking for the last shot. Coran tries to get it down to Martinez. Out of play with 6.5 or so to go.
Good thought. The execution wasn't there, but good thought. Maybe one more dribble, draw the defense, and then make the pass.
Tigers ahead by a touchdown and a two-point conversion right now. They get it into Edwards. Going to drive.
Good take.
Martinez fighting for that board. Edwards can't get to it, and the horn will sound, and we'll take a quick break. It's 15-7 after one. More Tiger basketball when we return.
The story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Welcome back as we get ready for the second 8 minutes. 15-7. Tigers ward out to a 12-0 advantage. But the Pioneers have done a good job to just maintain a little bit of touching distance.
They got their run.
7-3.
They got their run. Now we just got to answer with ours.
Pioneers going to start with a basketball.
You know, it happened when number 1 and number 2 got into the ball game. They've really done a good job of getting into the lane and creating, and then number 2 hit that 3.
Yeah, they provided a spark off the bench. Free throw line jumper, good.
There he is again.
That's Miller. Not Ethan Miller, that's a la Miller. Martinez, baseline. Leaves it short. He's just padded his stats, I think. Wanted to get that extra board there.
He was fouled. They just didn't see it.
Yeah, normally when you get your guy
up in the air and on your back.
Yeah, that's normally a harm, but play on.
It's all right. I take the shirt, too, afterwards.
That's fair. That 3 off the mark. Coran out of there with the board. Edwards crossing the timeline. Pushed ahead, Martinez. He'll drive. Mid-range, not there.
He pushed it. He didn't shoot it. I don't mind it. I just wish he would have shot it, not pushed it. But that's one of those where when you're going forward, the floater is the right thing, but he kind of stopped and still did the push. If you want to stop, go ahead and get you a shot.
In a crowd, Miller's shot.
Good defense that time. Oh, there's words. There's words. I hear the student section. Owen, he must have said something naughty. Good take by Kellen. No go.
Yeah, the iron unkind that time. That out of play, going back to Prairie Grove.
Nice.
I wanted to mention last time out for the Pioneers, last night lost to Shiloh, 67-42. To fall to 1-3 in conference play.
Wonder how many points 14 for Shiloh had against him. That dude was on fire the other night.
Bowman could not miss.
Nice take by Megara that time. Right over the top on his head for 23. I mean, he just went right through him.
Well, back to a 10-point advantage for the Tigers after a bit of a sustained run for the Pioneers. Deep three. That one, I think, brought some rain down with it.
That was a great shot. I didn't think so when he did it, but then it goes in, and I'm like, good shot.
Cash walks. That was a walk. I wonder if it's easier to call those when you have bright shoes like that.
I was trying to replay it in my head to see if he ever did move that pivot foot, but it's like he had a thought and then he changed his mind, and so it didn't look right. So it probably was.
He kind of did a little bit of a crab walk once he stopped that dribble. Smothering defense from Edwards.
It's normally Karan's job.
5 seconds tight guarded.
You don't see that call very often.
That is, yeah, that's right up there with 3 in the key. Yeah, you might go a whole season without seeing one of those calls.
Yeah. I don't like calling it as an official either because you still got your dribble. You're still doing things. Now, dead ball, totally different story. But that guy still had his dribble.
Bottom of the net from McGar.
Usually when you got your dribble, it's hard to get a 5-second count because you're still maintaining possession really well. Dead ball, the 5-second one makes more sense to me, but he was still dribbling around, kind of not doing anything, but that's why we have shot clock too. I don't know if I can call that one anymore. Dead ball, yes. Live ball like that, no.
Put back for the Pioneers.
Is that 23? That's 5 straight for him, I think.
I believe so.
He hit the 3 and the 2, so. Timeout.
Yeah, Pioneers will take the timeout. Want to mention, we got one more Tiger basketball game this week. It'll be Colors Day on Friday. Boys will start the action at 6 o'clock against the newest members of the 4A1 basketball conference, the Green Forest Tigers.
The Red Tigers.
Indeed, they are one of the many towns in the state of Arkansas with
here
green
we
in
go.
their name and not green in their colors.
How many schools in the state of Arkansas have dogs as their mascot?
I bet you still remember.
I do. and even Newport won a championship this year, so it's like I knew exactly.
It was Salem.
Was it Salem?
I think it was Salem in the 3A.
Okay.
I was thinking about this the other day. Though, speaking of high school football, Prairie Grove played 2 state finalists this year.
Yeah, Farmington and who's the other?
The purple.
Elkins.
There you go.
I forget they're even in our conference. I try to forget that game completely. Go to the hole, my brother. Go to the hole, Absher.
Have a foul.
Absher's got to look to drive there. I know driving's not his game, but they were giving him that pathway. Get a dribble or 2 in there. I think you would have brought some defenders somewhere and had something. Shot for Jace.
Bottom of the net for Jace. That's some pretty basketball right there.
It was. You've seen a lot of teams go to that on the inbound play. You kind of know what it's. I mean, as you line up, you know what's about to happen.
Got 3 off the mark. Edwards corrals it.
That's what I was looking for last time. Doesn't go in, but good things happen when you drive. And that time, Kellen makes the good thing happen.
Yeah, when there's a crowd around the basket, good things traditionally will happen for you. 27-14. Largest lead of the night for the Tigers. Prairie Grove trying to get above 500. A tough shot that time.
Yeah. Jace was a little handsy there. Number 2 just goes right by him, though. So Jace just didn't stay in front of his man. Dude's quick, though. I gave him that.
Cash kick out Edwards.
Good job by Absher.
And that's some great patience from the senior that time. Get the defenders in the air on their own and just put it up while they're coming back down. I was going to mention tonight, significant because victory for the Tigers would move them into a 3-way tie. Is that 3 off the mark with
push,
Gravitt and P. Ridge.
Good.
Going to be a 3-way tie for 3rd with Huntsville and Shiloh, the only 2 teams ahead. The Saints 4-0, Huntsville 4-0, so somebody's O will go later this week. Actually, a matter of fact, I believe they're playing tonight.
Easy. Good. Oh, nice block.
Man.
Nice block by number 12.
It was the right idea from Cash, but
yeah. Well, and a good look by Jace. I mean, just a better play by number 12.
Coach Cameron trying to make a play there on the baseline as that one goes out of bounds.
Better stick to the smaller ball there, Cameron. Now, even funnier, when he first got here, we were he was right across the hall from. Well, no, actually, he did PE for a little bit, so he wasn't across the hall yet. And he was the assistant basketball coach for Coach Ed. And I'm like, this is a baseball coach that probably hasn't touched basketball since his 7th grade year, and we got him in as a basketball coach. He had 7th grade basketball, I think, in junior high. I think Coach Ed just pretty much coached it all, but I don't know that for a fact. I'm not trying to steal his thunder, but we got him out of there after a couple years.
And I would say the rest is history.
And it worked out.
Yeah, if you look to your right, the newest banner in the arena, the 2024 state championship banner. First boys team sport championship, I believe, in school history.
I think you're correct. We've been close. We've sniffed a couple, but we've never done it. Baseball almost had another one, too. We lost to Shiloh, I think, in the finals one year, and then in the semifinals another year with Coach Cameron. That was like your Jalen Beeks and Kincaid. That group. Sugg was on that team. Weston Bartholomew. That almost looked like a walk. That was weird. I think he's shushing. He's shushing the student section.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news for him, but there's certainly one answer to that, and it's a point to the scoreboard. Alex kicks out. Extra pass. Cash left alone. Bottom of the net for the sophomore. And the students of Prairie Grove repay the favor.
they got their shushing fingers out. As long as it's a pointer finger, nothing else, we'll be all right.
Got their quiet wolves. I believe that's the popular one now for elementary school teachers.
Oh, gosh. Better than a tire one. They still use that on the high school kids. I'm like, what? Mine's more like, hey, I'm talking. You're not supposed to be.
34-20, 10 seconds. Tigers going to get the last shot. Absher going to set a screen for Cash. It's going to be a contested one. Step back three. Good look at it. Look good. Well, we played two. We'll take a break here on PG Tigers Online, the Southern Sports Network. Your score at the break, 32-20. It's been all Tigers. More when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new quick lane service department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Welcome back here on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network. Stephen Blackus and Ryan Cook with you. Well, just Stephen for now. Ryan Cook, I can see, is making his way back after a trip to the concession stand. We'll see if he brought some items to share with the class. As he saunters back over here, it's going to be Tigers basketball to start the third quarter. They have led the entire way. They lead by 14 at the break, largest lead of the night. And it's number 14, Kellen Cash, who will receive the inbounds play. We're underway in the penultimate frame. McGar, Edwards. Cuts to the basket, trying to clear him a little space, and gets the friendly roll off the iron. 36-20. Welcome back, Mr. Cook.
Had to give me some Skittles.
I can smell them all the way over here.
Yeah, you need some? They'll hear us.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole time as I'm chewing them.
I did ask the hypothetical, would he bring some to share for the class? He does indeed. That shot off the mark, and Alex Absher with the board.
If you're one of my students' parents, that is a rule. We're going to bring something. Mr. Cook's got to be able to have a little bit of it, too.
Got to pay the cook toll.
That's right.
Cash will be fouled.
A little bit of a reach there by number 2 for Gentry. Nehemiah is what he said. Harrington. Number 1 has a Nick Smith cousin look. And he also had a, I'm going to let Cole McGargle all the way down to the goal and beat me backside and score a point look.
Yeah, he's had a up and down evening, to say the least.
He did give the finger to the student section, and now our whole administration is over there, and Gentry's, I think, principal or athletic director is over there also.
I believe that's the athletic director, Britt Hester.
He was the coach for a while. His twin brother is an official who was my small group leader when I was in high school.
That's a super small world.
Yeah, weird enough, I didn't know he had a twin. Shows you how well I didn't know him. And when I came back from college, I saw him coaching for Shiloh, and I thought, well, that's weird. You know, I always thought he was an official. I didn't know he was a ref. Then I see him in town, and he's with a woman that's not the woman that I knew. And I'm like, well, that's weird. You know, these guys, like, they were an awesome couple. Like, that's who I looked up to. And she's gorgeous. Why would you leave her? You know, I'm thinking he's an idiot. And I thought that was kind of weird. And then I see him out somewhere, and I walk up to him to go talk to him. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, dude, what happened between you and your wife? He's like, nothing. What are you talking about? And I'm like, I saw you with another one. He's like, that's my twin brother. He was doing this, and now he's back in Northwest Arkansas. Yeah. He goes, did you not know I had a twin brother? I was like, I had no idea. So I knew you had 2 brothers. I just didn't know one of them was a twin.
Certainly.
So the older brother is the senator, Bart Hester.
Huh.
I think it's senator. Maybe it's a representative, but I'm pretty sure it's a senator.
Something to that effect.
Yeah.
And the clock's not running.
Is that Torres?
Well, I think he's doing a little double duty tonight.
Time to get off his phone and pay attention.
Well, you know, he probably had to attend to something pretty urgent. Should be around about 5:45, 5:46 or so.
It's hard to find good help around here. Usually it's Elder running the clock. I don't know what happened there.
Well, he did mention to me that, applications are open if somebody would like to operate the clock or shot clock.
I bet. He even conned me into officiating the other day just because they were so short-handed on stuff.
Martinez with the board. And looks like they're just going to keep the time as is, coast to coast.
Good job by Jace to go ahead and take a little bit of the physicality there and make the layup.
Yeah, he is. 4 points in the quarter. 41-20, largest lead of the night, 21 points. And that is a short largest lead of the night.
Is that his second three-pointer out of 5? I think.
If you're gonna wear a number in the 20s, I feel like you got to be a good three-point shooter.
Really?
Sure.
Why do you say? Like 29 doesn't seem like a good three-point shooter.
We can't wear 29.
Why not?
So in basketball, in high school basketball, they changed this rule in college, I think, recently.
I started to say you can wear the bigger numbers.
So in high school, you have to have a number that is on
with the hand,
the digit, or a 0 with a fist.
Gotcha.
Fun little thing for you. That 3 off the mark. So like Alex Martinez, I know you can't see this at home, but it would be 2 fists when he's called for a foul.
Is 0-1 and just A1?
I think it's just 1.
Is it the same thing? Uh-oh. Absher with the 3.
Extended his range. 46-23.
Last year he was probably one of our most efficient three-point shooters. Now, I don't know his numbers this year, But last year I was looking up some field goal percentage, and inside and outside the arc both, he was probably our most efficient shooter.
Well, he has switched from a white headband to a black headband here in 2025, so I don't know if, maybe the change has done him good. I believe we'll have to ask his dad after the game, but I know the white one was one of Patrick's. That he was,
and it still had elastic?
It was on a Lend-Lease program for his son. They're talking it over in the huddle. I think Spy Blake Coran is looking up at us potentially.
You ready to play?
Yeah.
Well, his family's in front of us.
That could also have something to do with it.
Yeah.
I would think that's maybe the more logical explanation.
Probably.
But here I am trying to make it about myself.
He could care less what we think.
That's fair. That's probably for the best.
I'm excited to see him next year on the football field. I really am. I feel like our offense will be even more open next year. It won't be, we have Sugg, and that's a great backfield in itself. But then you have him and Coran, and we'll have a couple other guys. Moss will be everywhere. I mean, he could be starting quarterback. He could be a starting fullback or platooning fullback. Change of pace back. We could split him out wide. That dude could be anything. Yeah. Still, by Kellen. Nice take. That's where you slap your head and get a technical. That's what the student section should be doing it. There's only one doing it. The rest of them should be involved.
Yeah, you gotta
fell on the student section.
Gotta get with the school spirit there. But yeah, none of that point. I know, granted, it was against Huntsville, and they were what they were last year, but Moss was the starting fullback for most of that game due to injury. And, in that wing T offense, he provided an interesting wrinkle that you don't normally see out of a fullback. Fullback normally is the hammer, but he was more the lightning that night.
I'd say he's underutilized. I think he can play anything. And really, at quarterback, we could run some option with him, and he would be dynamic also. Absher was strong with the ball. Moss is going to be lightning quick with the ball. He's more of your Taylor Green type running back, quarterback, So it'll be interesting to see what we do with him. Having a senior quarterback with a little bit of experience is a positive, and so, that can be a good thing too.
49-25, next basket for the Tigers will break the quarter century mark. Absher to McGar.
Quarter century?
Oh, yeah, half century. Apologies. There you go. Math is hard sometimes.
They're at the quarter.
Yes.
We're at the half century. That's all right. We'll get it together. Two of us together. I know where you went to school, Misery. But two of us together, we'll figure it out.
McGar with the board.
After the three that he just had. So
just ahead, Edwards. Back to McGar.
He checked. No.
Cash on the drive. Switches hands, and that's a pretty basket. To the sophomore.
Boston was laughing as he said that one time. Cash.
Sound like a card trying to turn over.
Boston's laugh is like my chuckle. It's fun. You wouldn't want to hear it all the time, I'm sure, but it's enjoyable. It's something I never will forget from our Pee-wee days.
McGar takes the contact, gets the basket. It's a 31-point game for the Tigers.
Kellen, anything you can do, I can do also.
I think this is what you wanted to see out of Prairie Grove tonight.
100%.
If you're either here in attendance or watching online, it's you use the momentum of last night's win, a tight-fought game on the road against good opposition, and then you continue it. Boom. I think we're going to have a line change on the Tiger side of the basketball. I'll get you all the names. Carter Flum, Blake Coran, Robert Von Bergen into the game for the first time tonight.
Cobb, number 32.
Sam Kilpatrick.
Sam Kilpatrick. Sam was throwing down some haymaker-type dunks in warm-ups. So can score. It'll be interesting to see if he gets an opportunity to do something here.
59-25. Tigers in the lead.
And Von Bergen, I used to watch his brother Carl play. Dude was dynamic. He was streaky as all get out. He might airball 3 straight, and he might hit 10 straight. but dynamic. And so, I thought his brother was in that same vein, actually probably a better all-around just basketball player and in-control person, probably a little bit more consistent. The knee injury kind of derailed that last year, and so he's slowly coming back from that. Kilpatrick with the three.
Yeah, makes it a 62-25 game. The Tigers, I believe, like we had talked about, approaching potentially a season best mark for points.
Did you ever look that up?
I'll do it right now.
You know I did. I have a hard enough time keeping up with what time to be here, let alone stats or scores or conference standings.
So, on just a quick glance, the most points the Tigers have scored this season was a victory over Mountainburg. They scored 72. They got 9 minutes of game action to get there. Kilpatrick took 2 steps first.
He was excited. He thought he was going to go get him one of them high-flying slamma-jammas.
Yeah, it'd be the first dunk we would have seen on PG Tigers online. And, of course, as we go under 40 seconds with this point differential, we'll have a running clock in the fourth quarter.
What is the rule in high school basketball?
30 after 3 sets it up for a running clock, and the Tigers are 37 points ahead.
That might make it tough to hit our
It will.
High.
Literally a race against the clock. But 19 seconds to go. Flum will get it across the timeline.
Go get you a bucket, Flum.
Kick out, Kilpatrick. Oh, shot blocked.
Don't let him. Don't get a good job.
I think that was a little bit of his own doing that time, as that's a long 2. And that'll get us to the fourth quarter. Kilpatrick's shot tickles the net. Coran's shot tickles the net, but that's as far as it falls. We'll take a quick break. 62-27, fourth quarter, when we return.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back here on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network for the final 8 minutes. Once the ball is in play, the clock will start and will not stop until it hits triple zeros this evening. Tigers going to improve to 3-2 on the season in conference play as Flum just takes it away out of the quarter break. Coran will bring it across the timeline. We'll move into a 3-way tie for third with Gravett and P. Ridge. They've already played 5 games as P. Ridge and Gravett squared off on Saturday, the lone 4A1 matchup on that day with the weather. Deep 3 for the Pioneers, off the mark. Ping-ponged around, and that left short and out of bounds. Will be an inbound for the Tigers, and the clock will roll as 62-27. Tigers, like we mentioned, will play the other Tigers. Green Forest on...
I can't say they're other Tigers. They'll play the Red Tigers, the Tigers.
Anyway, the Carroll County Tigers.
Don't put them on our level. Can't be Tigers, too.
Von Bergen's shot rejected out of bounds. Going to stay with Prairie Grove. But they'll come to the gym on Friday for Colors Day. And then it'll be Huntsville to close out the first half of conference play here in Prairie Grove on next Tuesday.
Hopefully it's not one of those deals where they're like, hey, they chose us for Colors Day. No, and although we have not won a game in conference yet, we're about to go smoke these guys. I hope it's not one of those.
That shot off the mark. That ball took a weird bounce.
I think that was off Cobb. It did take a weird, it almost like a sidewinder.
That was some weird geometry going on there. Clock continues to roll, even with the out-of-bounds play. That's a big 3 for the Pioneers. Gets them to 30.
If you get under 30,
no,
it stays.
Yeah, once you do it, it stays that way the rest of the night.
Well, that's almost unfair.
Maybe the point. Nice take by Flum. He'll go to the line to shoot.
It's going to be really hard to get there with this running clock and free throws.
Yeah, this is going to probably burn about 2 minutes by itself.
Well, it was 5:48 when he was fouled, I think, or 5:50, somewhere in that ballpark. We'll see.
First one good. 63-30.
If I'm the Gentry coach, just go ahead and sub. Burn. Wait, sub.
Oh, I forgot.
No, get your time. Get your guys some playing time.
Second one true for Carter.
It was at 50, and now it's at 20. So it took 30 seconds. It felt like it was longer than that.
It was efficient.
Maybe I messed up and it was in a different minute, and I just didn't realize it.
The most points scored in a conference game will go to tonight's game in victory.
Ran with a great drive, poor execution. Great drive, though, just a little hard off the glass.
Previous high is tied with 64 points in Berryville back at the start of conference play. So one more basket here in the next 4.5 minutes. The Tigers will eclipse that mark. For an iron short, loose ball. There's a scrum for it.
I would hate to be number 11 dealing with Cobb. He's an ox.
Yeah. He's certainly built strong.
He's a football player.
Playing basketball.
And there's another foul, so that's bad because that's going to slow our point potential.
Yeah, you can kind of just sort of just hear that graph start to kind of curve back down. The slope is not there.
All right, go get us a bucket. Balake will bring it across half court and take it all the way. And the layup again. He's got to get better around the rim.
That shot deflected. Cobb,
if I remember right, has been on a little bit of a football visit to some smaller schools in the state of Arkansas, looking to play football somewhere.
That was a walk.
His foot never left, did it?
Well, the officials said they did.
Okay, I didn't think his foot left.
It was close. It certainly was close. It just sort of kind of looked like a walk.
It did look like it because his right foot kind of drug, but his left foot, the pivot foot, never moved.
Well, I think it kind of goes back to what we talked about way back at the beginning of the girls' game. Is like sometimes you sort of see it start to happen and you blow the whistle.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, 3 minutes to go. It's a 30-point game. We'll have a tie-up. Arrow will go to the Tigers. As Gentry letting everybody into the game.
Man, the air has come out of the ball here, though. Whew. Simmons is going to go down to his bench. I'm ready for these guys to play a little bit, get some run. This is who I call Little Lane Dobbs. It's actually Corbin Dobbs, but I had his brother Lane, him and Loudon and Quaid and Kai and one of the Williamson twins. I just say, which one are you? I don't know your name.
Brody.
All right. They got a car that's got to compete tomorrow too.
Oh. A lot at stake.
It is. Several of these boys do, actually.
2 minutes
Kellen
to go.
being one of them also. He's got a car to compete. Who's going to be the bucket getter in this group? It's not going to be Dobbs if he keeps handling passes like that.
Tigers with the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball arrow go back to Gentry as we near 90 seconds to go tonight.
Wow, it is amazing how fast
basketball
goes. There's so many stoppages in a basketball game.
Got kept alive. Deep three, the Pioneers. That off the mark. Long rebound going to go out of bounds. And probably when we inbound, there'll be about 60 seconds left to go here tonight.
Push it. Let's get some buckets.
Just need one to break the conference point total.
Yeah, I was going for a little bit more now. I want 2 threes. And actually, no, we need 3 threes. I need 3 threes. 58 seconds. Let's go. Let's start jacking them up.
More substitutions.
The other Williamson twin. In for the Williamson twin.
And we're back underway. So everybody for Prairie Grove looks like has gotten a chance to play. 50 seconds. Jump ball, arrow going to go back to the Tigers. Clock will continue to run, and I don't think we're going to get there tonight.
No. Go get you 3, Loudon. Oh, Quaid get it. Now he's going to drive. No good. Dobbs with the rebound. Williamson with the 3. Oh, the bank is not open at 8:32 at night.
Denied. 8 seconds to go. This one will end with a 30-point victory for the Prairie Grove Tigers, 64-34. Prairie Grove going to improve to 3-2 and a 3-way tie for third in the 4A1. Gentry will drop another one and fall to 1-4 in the league. Tigers going to be back on the air at 6 o'clock for the Colors Day coronation ceremony. Boys game follows that. Girls game will conclude the evening. They're going to take on the Green Forest Tigers, who find themselves at the bottom of the 4A1, their first year in basketball competition. For our camera operator, Baylor Kissinger, our producer, Cameron Bolin, for Ryan Cook, I've been Stephen Blackiston. When you join us on Friday, the 2-time Hall of Famer, Lynn Gregson, will be back on the call. Have a safe and sound night, and we'll see you then.